Becca this morning for beautiful music, to Ken for his words, to everybody who's been up here, to all of you for being here. The words as they are, right? Where I stand, God is standing strong. But put your own words in there. Where I am grateful, God is gratitude through me. Whatever it is that you're thinking about, where I am being innovative, God is being innovative through me. We're not on this journey alone. And I think many of us who've been on this journey for a while are awakening to that experience. Hasn't God been changing God's self as you've been on this journey? I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, right? We are simply waking up to a different God. When I first came to Unity, when I very first came to Unity, I had a God that was out there, that I prayed to and hoped that my prayers would be answered, sort of like going on, what was that game show? Behind door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. And if I was lucky, I'd get the same door that I was looking for, right? That was my God back then. And a lot of times I wasn't able to connect with that God, right? And a lot of times my prayers weren't answered. That was the God that I came into when I first came to Unity. And then being a part of Unity, I began to have a personal relationship with God. Oh my gosh, God present right here, right now. One presence, one power. For me, that was thinking about in this space, God present. Like there's no spot where God is not. I love the music that comes in and says the things that we've been thinking about, right? No spot where God is not. And that was a totally different experience. But somehow I still had God out here. Like no spot where God is not, but I forgot me, you. I started seeing God in you. I started seeing the love in your eyes being the love of God. I started seeing the miracles that you asked for, the healings that you claimed in your life being healings of God expressing through you. But I still forgot God in me, as me. It wasn't that I was forgetting, I hadn't remembered yet, right? A lot of this journey is a journey of remembering. And so then there came a time where God is standing. God is standing strong, and that's in me. It's like a miracle. You're no longer alone. I'm no longer alone. When we're looking at something new to occur in our lives, we don't have to move all the chess pieces on the board. We don't have to figure it all out. Now, you and I were given an amazing brain so that we could think about these things, so that we could talk about them and share them and figure things out. But in the world that we live in, we spend a lot of time figuring things out. Now, maybe you don't, but I know a lot of people who do. And as we're figuring things out, it's still like missing that God is expressing through us. When God is thinking, and God is thinking through me, and God is thinking through you. We're in something called new thought. There's a clue. If the same thoughts you have, and scientists tell us that we have about 65,000 thoughts a day, and about 70% of those, though I suspect it's actually more than that, are the same thoughts we thought yesterday. right? And the day before that, and the day before that. So how is that new thought? Right? So to really engage new thought, I believe it requires an art of spiritual innovation. And I want to go through 3 different areas. So first of all, what is innovation? If you look it up in the dictionary, the first thing it says is to be innovating. I'm like, okay, thank you very much. And then it goes on to talk about creation, transformation. It also talks about reorganizing, which reminds me of my closets, and that's not a happy place to go. So I'm over on the side of transformation. It would transform my closet, but that's a different story. So innovation, but spiritual innovation. There's actually a shift from our identity as someone or something separate from the divine to God's self. Now, I'm not saying we don't misbehave. I'm not saying we don't do stuff that is like, really? That's God expressing in you? That's what you got for me today? Right? But as we grow on this path, we grow in a way where more and more of God's joy can express without the clutter. And if the clutter is there, so be it. That's part of the transformation. That's part of the journey. So, back to innovation. Innovation is about new. And I want to talk about 3 different kinds of new. The one is something that's fresh. We've never experienced it before. Typically, it's external to us. It's outside of us. It's easy to point to. It's easy to talk about. I'm going to give you an example. Because we're in a Unity church, how many of you have been to Unity Village? I'm just curious. Yeah, I thought there'd be a good handful. So Unity Village, oh my gosh, blue skies. Oh, they get snow in the wintertime too, but blue skies, trees, distinctive architecture, chapels, bookstore, spaces to come together, a labyrinth to walk. And as beautiful as it is, and as magical as the grounds are, it's really about the people. It's about the conversations. It's about the awakening. It's about the joy. It's the laughter. It's the singing. It's everything that's designed to bring us and lift us up into a new awareness of the divine. And so it's this amazing place. I don't know what your experience was. You know, we all go there for different reasons. The first time I was there for classes. I had little idea I'd be called into the ministry. But I do remember when I arrived, the week I arrived to begin my training to become a minister, and how everything felt so fresh and new. It was a new beginning. It was so clear. I was immersed in it. Something new is happening. So what is your Unity Village? We have these experiences all throughout our lives. Maybe it's starting university or college. It's your first day. It's brand new. Or you've met someone and you're going, could they be the one? You remember that? How new and fresh? Or maybe, like my nephew and his wife, they just had a new baby in January. Everything is new. It's external. You can't miss it. And what's outside is dictating what happens inside. That baby's cries wake them up at night, and I'm not sure how they take turns. We haven't talked about it, but somebody's going to go and be with the baby. And it's all brand new. As a grandparent, it's brand new. Getting the the grant that we wanted for the idea or having the project accepted or funded that we wanted. It's all brand new, and it's outside, it's external, and it's a beautiful part of newness, but look how fresh it is. There's very little for us to clear out of the way to experience something that's new. So that's the first kind of new that I want you to think about. In this area, from a spiritual standpoint, it's very easy to do our affirmations. Claim who we are in this space of newness. You know, if we're in a relationship with someone that we're excited about, I am a kind and loving partner. I'm open and receptive. That might be a beautiful affirmation. Or for a parent, I am loving and wise, generous with my child. It's a beautiful affirmation. And so we take these affirmations, and it's something where we're looking at the external world and we're bringing who we are into it. So there's a sense of evolution. I hope I hit my timer so I have some idea when I need to stop. I didn't. So the second kind of new is renewal. And this is the kind of new where we've been doing something for quite a while. It's become a habit. It's easier to have habits, right? This is a perfect example. This year I got a new iPhone. And I've been using Verizon. This is not a Verizon commercial, trust me. I've been using Verizon for over 20 years. But when I got my new iPhone, it was like, do I still want to do Verizon? It was an easy thing to just sign up and keep the contract going. I've done that before. But I thought, why did I choose Verizon in the first place? That was 20 years ago. I made a good choice 20 years ago. I was training to summit Mount Rainier. Verizon was the carrier that you could get signal on the mountains, which could come in really handy if you needed help. You could call somebody. It's like, okay, you're in. But it also had friends and family. I don't know if probably some of you remember that. That was before we had unlimited long distance. So when I made the choice 20 years ago, it was a good choice. It checked the boxes. How do I know it's a good choice today? And so the only way to really know the choices we've made are good choices today is to be willing to set aside the choices we made in yesteryear and to open ourselves to something new. So I researched Sprint, I researched T-Mobile, and I spent a while looking at it. Now here's the thing that surprised me. I chose Verizon again. So it wasn't about changing things. Sometimes we're afraid to look at the way that we've done things in the past and consider changing them because we're like, it's going to turn my whole world upside down. But after I researched it, I looked at it and I said, for me, Verizon is still the best carrier. Different reasons, I won't go through those, but like I said, it's not a Verizon commercial. But it's like, it's new for me. My choice is fresh. And I thought, wow, that is so spiritual. My choice is fresh. And I thought, what if this year for me is about making what's old new? And I got excited about that. What are some of the other things that I do that are habits that I've been doing over and over again? I like to drink tea in the morning. I like it a lot. And what I noticed was I was rotating through 3 different mugs over and over again. And I thought, why am I doing that? I've got a whole shelf full of mugs. Well, they're 16-ounce mugs. the biggest ones I've got. And I thought, is that really the choice I want to make in the morning? And I looked at all these other mugs in my cabinet. And I've got mugs there from places I've traveled and sports. You know, it's kind of the thing. I've got a couple dog mugs because I'm a dog mom. And I've got mugs that are about ways of being, like love and joy and gratitude. And I thought, what if I made a conscious choice which mug I was going to use based on a practice that I already do? I look at my day ahead of me and I say, what way of being do I want to adopt so that this is the best day of my life? That best day of my life thing, that's work. But which one do I want to do? And I think gratitude would be good today. And so I go over and I choose my gratitude mug. And now I'm making a choice based on a way of being. It's a 10-ounce mug. It's okay. Instead of because it's more, right? And so what are the habits that you could take a look at and really think, how is it serving me? Is it serving my spiritual path? Is it serving whatever part of your life you want it to serve? Your relationships. How do you keep your relationships alive? Are the conversations that you're having with your partner, with your best friend, with your children, are those the conversations you really want to have? Are those the conversations that you've been having over time? That renewal would change things in the way that you consciously chose. And when I'm talking about consciously, this is not sitting down and figuring it all out. This is also connecting with the divine in you and asking, what would serve my highest level of being? And that of the people around me. I don't know about you, that question for me is one and the same. If I'm serving me, I'm giving the best me to be able to bring into the experiences I have with the people around me. You want my best, right? I mean, really. So we've looked at two things. There's just new, it's fresh, renewal, and now there's transformational energy. And I want to take a minute with this reading that Ken did for us, The Journey, because it is rich. If you've ever heard it read by David White, amazing, amazing. One day, you finally knew what you had to do. One day. And began, though the voices around you kept shouting their bad advice. Don't we have a few habits where we're locked in? We feel responsible. It's not just that that's the way that we've been doing it, but that's the way our world expects us to do it, right? We're taking care of someone. Or we've been in a relationship and we're the one who takes care of the checkbook, so we still take care of the checkbook, you know? Or we have conversations with one another and we're always the one to be the peacemaker or to be the one that stands up and walks out. You know, and we realize it's time to make a change. But the world around us, the world we've built, has us in a place where it's not simply doing something new, it's really letting go of something that is now holding us by the ankles, or maybe the midsection, or maybe the chin. Depends. We're being helped by this thing we've been doing for a long time. And we just feel trapped. Has anybody felt trapped in their job? In their relationship? You don't have to raise your hand, you know, on that one. That's kind of... But you feel trapped. And it's like, now what? Well, that takes deep introspection. That's no longer about the external stuff. That's deep. So we go inside. And sometimes we don't know what we want because we've been doing the same thing over and over, or we only have a particular way of looking at something or a particular perspective to look at something. And so we don't even know what's possible because we feel so stuck. Have you been there? I have. You've been there more than once? Huh? Yeah. And what do we do with that? And our best thinking got us there. Yeah. Albert Einstein said you cannot solve the problem at the same level as the problem. When I first heard that, I heard that so different than I hear that today. I thought, okay, I have to elevate myself. I have to educate myself. What if it's not about that at all? I can't solve the problem being who I am, like who I'm expressing, not I am as a spiritual being, but being who I am expressing in human form. I can't do it that way. So somehow my work is releasing what no longer serves. And we go into prayer and we say that over and over. So how do we take that teaching and make it new and make it fresh and make it alive? I now go in and release all the... Yes, it's important to do that, but what does that really mean? And so I'm willing to release the things that I've gotten myself attached to, the things that I see and I don't see. I'm willing to release. And so in a spiritual community, we get these beautiful mirrors around us and these practices that we can practice deeply. And it helps on the journey. Just being with each other, seeing things in a new way, a different perspective. Or our meditation, we get to the spot where we can truly let go. I remember when I thought meditation was supposed to feel really, really good all the time. And it does. You can get into a place where it's transcendent. You can go into this place of joy and just kind of lift over all the troubles of the world. And it's an amazing thing. And then one day, it's not enough. It's like during my meditation, I also truly want to reveal what needs to be revealed, heal what needs to be healed. And sometimes I get out of a meditation and I've got tears coming down my eyes because something moved inside. That's what we're talking about, moving. One day, I finally knew what I had to do and began. And so we're releasing and we're letting go. We're making way for spirit. Reverend Michael Beckwith says that our spiritual journey is 100% letting go. 100%. For somebody like me, that's crazy. I'm like, yeah, those are great rules, but it doesn't apply to me. 100% applies to me. And you, and you, and you. It's about releasing. Why? Because really, you are a spiritual being. We've heard it many times before. I want to reframe this for you. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. We've heard that before. I think it gives us permission to hang out in the arena of form way, way, way too much. I am a spiritual being having a spiritual experience. What if this is it? I am a spiritual being bringing joy into the world. I am a spiritual being having a spiritual experience in human form. Raises the bar a little bit, doesn't it? So when we look at our spiritual work being releasing, letting go, all we're doing is revealing the radiant child of God that's already inside of you. Nothing missing. The joy is already inside of you. Even if the mouth doesn't want to go up, it's in there. It's already there. So I could go through this whole poem. But what I want to share with you is the idea of transformation is the work of spiritual grown-ups. It is really, no kidding, looking at where we've held on to things so much that our hands are almost bleeding from hanging on. And God's got so much good, better for us. So to really come into that place of spiritual innovation requires the courage, the maturity, the discernment, the love, the compassion for us to be able to see what it is that we need to release. And then the joy and the celebration as we come out from hiding. So that's what we come together for. And for those of you that are watching on the internet, if you're far away, I'm glad you're taking your time and watching, and I love this hybrid world we live in. If you live close, come on down. There's something that happens when we're together that we just can't generate when we're by ourselves. I want to see that hidden splendor inside of you. And let us take this time and just simply move into meditation. And so I invite you, I'm going to come up here where I can hang on. Sweet, sweet Spirit, our hearts are wide open. And we feel your presence. And so we notice our breath. And we breathe in the love, the joy, the abundance, the fun, the play that this life journey is. And we breathe out the places where we've hung on so tight, the places where it's time to let go, the places that get in the way. And so simply breathing in and breathing out, we go on a brief journey. And we call forth, not to overthink it, but to allow the muse of the divine to move through you. Connecting with the places in your life that have been new. The things in your external world are just shiny and fresh, like spring. The sprouts can't help themselves. The seeds can't help themselves but sprout. The buds turn into blossoms and flowers. The relationship is new and fresh. The ideas. And we give thanks for every one of these that have blessed us in our lives and continue to bless us. And so what is that is new, that's present in your life right now, or new that you can celebrate from the past? And then we move to a place of renewal. We simply ask, what is a habit? What is something that I've been doing over and over and over again? That if I look at it in a new way, willing to release the way it has been, to allow for something new and fresh and bright to shine through. What habit would that be? And so we're not looking for a list. We're opening our inner ear. We're opening our heart. We're present with compassion. And we ask, where can I find renewal? And we're available, willing, obedient to the divine. And we move to the next level, that of transformation. And we find ourselves really ready to release, ready to let go, ready to at least examine places in our lives that hold us back. We may not even know what they are. We may just feel a sense of unrest or a burden or the idea that there must be more, but this is it. And so, God, we ask that the light be shined in those places. And we bring the very best of ourselves, the divinity within, the spirit within, knowing that whatever we see, whatever we find, your grace is greater than the thing outside of us. Your grace is greater than the thing we're holding on to. Your grace and your love lift us into a new space. And God, there may be a part of us that's ready and a part of us that's still holding back. And so we simply become willing to be willing to let go, to be born anew, to remember the scripture that says, behold, I make all things new. We're ready. Guide us. And so as you rest in this place in your prayer, listen. What is God calling forth for you? And let that smile come to your face. And let that newness draw you to the next place and give you strength to do what is yours to do, to express as that spiritual being, having a spiritual experience in human form. And God, we know amazing things are here for each of us, no matter what. Thank you. Thank you, God. So it is.
Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing step you make. Bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You'll do amazing things. Oh, the places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry when or where or how. You don't need to know right now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy life, what this day brings, and you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes the deepest answers come when we're out there just having fun. So close your eyes and take a breath and smile. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. There it is. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You will do amazing things.
Hi, good morning. So I just have to say that I am always mesmerized by the music. And I don't know if you noticed that glimmer of light that came through the skylight, knowing that, and we all know, that God is in this place. And that is so, I just saw that, and I saw your face light up, Becca, and it was just like you were looking up there. I know. It was very cool. It was very cool. Jamie, you're awesome, as always. Thank you. And Reverend Deborah Olive, what a transformative message. Oh, my goodness. That so resonated with me. And I am so thankful to hear you today. So thank you for being here. Okay, now I'll come down. My name is Shelley Lish. I am your board host for the day. And this is a time in our service that we give thanks for our financial and spiritual gifts. I don't know why I'm shaky, but I don't know. I'm just transformed by this service today. So thank you all for your talent. We are, this time in our service, we give thanks and we have gratitude for the abundance in our lives, the transformative abundance, the unlimited abundance, and the generosity of the divine. We know that as we, so shall receive, and as we give, so shall we receive. This is a cycle that is magical, and it comes with continued blessings. We bless this center with our financial and spiritual gifts. We bless the energy of these gifts. Please know that there are many ways to give. There is online. Our ushers, our kind ushers, will be coming around shortly. There is a basket in the back of the sanctuary. There is a link behind me. Boy, you don't even have to leave your couch. It's all good. Or by your pledge. So whatever works for you is great. And this center is eternally grateful for your generosity, and we give thanks for that. Please, as you hold your gifts in your heart and your consciousness, please join me, please, in our offering affirmation. And ushers, please join us. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Thank you.
Let's raise our hands in blessing. We are so grateful for all that is given to us from the divine source, divine spirit. We are so grateful for all of these tithes and love offerings, for all of the time and talent and service represented by these gifts as well. We bless them knowing they will multiply to go out and do a great work in the world, calling people to their spiritual nature, transforming the world. We are so grateful for this spiritual community that we call home. And so it is. Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Bellevue. If you are joining with us in person or online, we open our hearts to you. We are a community that sees the divine in everyone. Even if you can't see it in yourself, even if you can't see or know that light, we see that in you. And we welcome you to join us on the journey of discovering more and more what that living into that light means for each and all of us together. I am also bringing you greetings from Unity of Bellingham. That's where I was last week speaking, and it was just a great chance to connect with our Unity siblings up in my home county. So it was a great time. If you are joining with us for the first time, we have welcome packets for you. You can get them on the way out the doors here of the sanctuary to the left. And if you're online, you can go to our website, unityofbellevue.org, and go to the I'm New page and just click on the link, and I will send you one. We also recommend that you sign up for our weekly e-newsletter. That's the best way to stay in touch with everything that happens here, and you can do that on the bottom of every page on our website. The prayer chaplains are here to pray with you. We will have a hybrid prayer circle in the library following service. The Zoom link is on our launch page. You can always email them or fill out a prayer request card. Lori will be up front after service as well if anyone would like to request one-on-one prayer. Today we are having a spirit group potluck, followed by the neighborhood cleanup walk with Jamie leading us. But first, Susan has an announcement.
Good morning. So 2 things. One is inviting you to the potluck. Come to the potluck, eat some food, hear about spirit groups, this series, and what it meant to everyone, because that's our celebration at the end of each series. We're getting ready to launch another series, and we're looking for spirit group leaders. If you are interested, send me an email. Some of you have my personal email. Feel free to send it there, or send it to smallgroups@unityofbellevue.org. For anyone that's been a part of a spirit group, raise your hand if you've been a part of a spirit group. Wow, a lot of us here. You know how transformational it can be to connect with people that you may only see at a Sunday service. We experienced a number of brand new people joining spirit groups like the first or second Sunday when they came to join us. So it is a real way to connect, to spiritually grow, and to kind of widen your experience of the divine and of Unity of Bellevue. So I invite you to be a leader. And I can hold a one-on-one class. I've done that with several people. So just email me, and I will either set up a special class or I will invite you to join me at one that I've got with someone else. So come eat, sign up to be a leader, or sign up for a spirit group. They'll kick off the second week of May. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. And just again, after service, after the potluck, Jamie is leading us in a neighborhood cleanup walk. We are doing this to celebrate Earth Day together. Earth Day was yesterday, and she has everything prepared. The sun is shining, right? So, we're going to have some fun together. So join Jamie for that. We are offering a new member class starting on May 7th. Look for the details in the newsletter and on the website. You can sign up. It's a free class. You can sign up using either of those methods, website or newsletter. And Reverend Denise is offering her Quantum Living Workshop, again, starting on May 11th. You register through her website, and you can get the link to that on our website. It's a transformational class. A lot of you have taken it and are taking it again. So look forward to that. This Saturday, I am teaching the Reiki 1 class in person here in the library. Sign up online. We already have 3 Reiki practitioners that have finished the online class, so congrats to them. We'll have 7 more, at least, this Saturday, and then we're going to start a Reiki ministry. Isn't that exciting? So thank you, everyone, for being so enthusiastic, and look forward to this Saturday. You can sign up on the website. May 6th, the afternoon, we're going to meet here at 1 p.m. for our next hike, and we've got a new name and a new logo we're trying out. We've got a great group, Holy Souls Hikers. So Brian will be leading us again, and it's a great way to, again, connect and enjoy nature. Save the date for our annual Women's Day celebration. It's a brunch. Women Connect puts that on. The sign-ups for that are out in the atrium. Linda is out there. If you have any questions, if you would like to help out in any way, bring anything, just see Linda. And just a note that tonight, we are going to be sending out an email survey from the board. It just takes a minute to fill out. It's a quick survey, so just be looking for that. And then finally, this is the 4th Sunday of the month where we celebrate all of you and your sacred service. So if you have performed any sacred service in the month of April, please stand. We'd love to acknowledge you and thank you with generous gratitude. Thank you so much. The board, the AV up there, all of you online, landscape, search committee too. We've got just so many of you. we have a lot of people who actively volunteer, so we are so grateful for you. Again, a big thank you to Reverend Deborah for that transformative message about being a divine being in human form. And for Becca, always, right? Gorgeous music. Next Sunday, Dr. Mary Ellen Johnson will be here speaking on Curiosity is Your Superpower. And we'll be joined by guest artists Rana Yellow Robe and Bruce Witham. And Jamie and Becca are going to close us out. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Have a blessed week. We love you all. Thank you.
We got the power. I got the power. You got the power. We got the power. I got the power. You got the power. We got the power. I got the power. You got the power. We got the power.
I've got the power to make all my dreams come true. I've got the power, there's nothing I can't do. I've got the power to be anything I want.
I've got the power inside of me. I've got the power inside of me.
Every day I'm wasting my time thinking that someone else is gonna do it all for me. I've got to get up, get out, get it, just get started. Take one step towards my destiny. I'll define my direction with clear-cut intention. Declare what will be and then watch it come to me. 'Cause I've got the power to make all my dreams come true. I've got the power, there's nothing I can't do. I've got the power to be anything I want.
I've got the power inside of me. I've got the power inside of me.
There are days when I feel that I'm just no good. Days when I don't even want to try. But when I stop, look and listen and surrender, I hear a voice of truth I cannot deny. And it says, you know you can do it. Just get down to it. Have faith in yourself and the will to see it through. 'Cause I've got the power to make all my dreams come true. I've got the power, there ain't nothing I can't do. I've got the power to be anything I want.
I've got the power inside of me.
Yeah, I've got the power inside of me.